You know, nothing stings worse than a bad movie. Well, maybe the clap, I guess. I should get started. Hi there, I'm Movie Man, saving you from terrible movies one film at a time. So, this is a film that scared me as a child. I remember one night way back in the mid-90s, my dad was watching this old film. I had no idea what it was about. All I knew is that it had army guys and the guy from Muppets Christmas Carol. My favourite adaptation of the Christmas classic, might I add? I was watching it from the living room door, and my dad hadn't noticed me. There it was, the scene that scarred me as a child. It was of a kid lying face down dead, covered in bees. Even his lollipop was covered. And all the kids around the school were dead too. At this point, my dad had figured out I was there and was not amused. Safe to say I didn't sleep that night. So that's why we're here today, so I can face my fears. Wait, is that in the script? It is? Oh man. The worst thing about this film is the fact that it has an intriguing opening, fooling you into thinking that this will be an epic horror movie. But it all goes downhill from there like a turd in the wind. The film is all about killer bees from Africa. Apparently. And the mystery surrounding Sir Michael Caine's character for about 5 minutes, as they lose interest in finding out who he is really quickly. It's a typical 70s disaster movie, but with the added horror of killer bees. There are also some bizarre plot lines in this film that have nothing to do with the main plot. One of them is a love triangle between a female teacher, the mayor, and a handyman. This plot goes absolutely nowhere, as the teacher can't decide on who she'd rather be with. But anyway, this is cut short because they die in a train crash trying to leave town due to the swarm. Why was this necessary? And to top off this shit shake, there's another romance that happens. And it ends even more abruptly. It's between a doctor and a pregnant woman. It starts in the hospital with him admitting that he likes her. She tries leaving him in the lurch by getting on a bus out of town. This is due to the swarm. But her contractions start and the police escort her back to the hospital she just left. And the doctor she just rejected helped deliver her baby. As she is wheeled out of the examination room, she hits on him and basically asks him out. And then they're never seen ever again. What the fuck? These aren't the only parts of the film that don't work. But I'd be here till next Halloween if I was to go through all of them. Speaking of... Okay. Coast is clear. Good. I thought this would be a short movie since it has a simple plot at the start, but boy was I wrong. Take a guess how long this is. An hour? No. An hour and a half? No. Try 2.5 hours long. Why? Because of the separate plot lines that go nowhere. If they stuck to the Michael Caine mystery and the killer bees only, this would be a good movie. But instead we get all this disjointed shit, bloating this movie like a fat man at a buffet. What? The major draw to this film is Michael Caine, and a lot of people have said that, but it's true. He's the reason this film got a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, because without him, it probably would have gotten a 0%. He's the only one who gives a good performance. Although it's very similar to his performance in Muppets Christmas Carol. As for the rest of the acting, it's very hokey in that 70s kind of way, so it's slightly forgivable. Until you remember what other films came out during this time, such as Superman, Dawn of the Dead, National Lampoon's Animal House, and Halloween. Everything's okay. Wait. I really need to stay off the drink. I'm seeing things. So there's really no excuse, as these films are all classics. And this suffers from wooden acting, bland settings, and hardly any character development. Oh, and Henry Fonda is good too, but underused in my opinion. The ending is as anticlimactic as it gets, and it ends just abruptly. And the baby blue credits with the white text and stock music just seals the deal with this crappy ass, lazy and generic movie. I'd have a better time watching the Kardashians flog their jewel-encrusted shit than watch this. I'd rather have Jason Voorhees choke the life out of me whilst I watch the worst of his movies. So avoid this movie altogether, or you might feel its sting, and you will never recover. So, if you don't mind, I need to get some catharsis. Oh, it's happening again. Bad movies try to take over the world. Not on my watch. Yeah! Not the DVDs! Not the DVDs! Ah!